the reason I'm looking at. He had a call sheet from earlier.
Receive it.
Hi, Keisha. I want to get your car super wet. So you've been having problems with the building owners, leasing tenants? I was called today. Current tenant? Who's that? Yes. Well, they were telling me about the civil dispute, and then he called me over there because someone had came over and somebody, I didn't say you. Are they working today or? They are. I was talking about the second building, the one that had the table. Who's leasing the second building? Okay. Because I talked to John today too, and he's saying that he's leasing it out to Jeremiah. All three. Okay. Right. Okay. I don't want to do stuff there. I'll just go like this.
No,
that's alright, that's alright.
It's me for
Well, I'm good, I'm good.
Take me a second to find it.
No, you take your time, it's alright.
I feel bad.
I'm already wet.
In your car?
If you want, you can stay put. I've been outside all day anyway. So. Have you talked to John recently? I mean, I know you're talking about taking it to court and everything, which is perfectly fine.
There was no payment that was missed. You can't just all of a sudden let her
Okay, I wasn't talking about. I was more talking about that second building in between.
I went to the second building.
Okay.
That was it.
Okay.
I went to the second building. And I was looking for
still live? Do you still live over there in that apartment? Okay. Are they inside the store?
They're inside the third building, yeah.
Not David C's?
No.
Oh, you're talking about the workers?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, I wouldn't go inside the restaurant until I legally evict them.
But do you know if they're in there?
Who?
The owners of the restaurant? Their building?
If they're in there now? Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Okay. I'm gonna check the off the window real fast.
Sorry, sir.
It's okay. Okay, so just to get things.
Do you need a minute, a towel or anything?
No, it's okay. Just to make things clear. That second building, that's part of y'all's lease, right? Okay. And John is the landlord. Okay. Because she's claiming that she is still, well, that y'all are leasing here, but she can go into there because she hasn't been. All of it is going to be a civil issue.
I understand. It's starting to become very convoluted.
Yeah. It's definitely like total opposite. And I'm not saying, I believe you or her more than the other.
I understand. You have to do your due diligence.
Right. I spoke to John. It would be a matter of like, I don't know. I'm not a lawyer, so I can't read. I don't know.
Yeah, it's starting to get in that
contract,
spot, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah, I kind of figured as much as well.
She believes that she can stay in that second building, which is gonna be an issue. I feel like.
Yeah, because I actually am purchasing the power to that building. So, in my opinion, anytime she uses any electricity, you're now.
Do you have the contract for these? You said these two buildings.
Yes.
Okay.
The problem is, since we don't have any service,
okay.
my wife generally does all this. I actually just drove by because I went to the doghouse to a dog that was out in this mess. What I can do is I can send all this to you visually in about 20 to 30 minutes time if that's what you'd like. If you have an address.
That's fine.
And I'll just send you everything that we have.
Do you have a pen and paper?
Yes, sir.
I got a pen, actually, piece of paper. I'll write down my email. Okay. Yeah. This is a lowercase. C.
So she did go in there.
She said she did. I already have I already have the report going on. See, I don't have my phone on me. You want to call John up real fast? Sure, I forgot my phone, or I would.
Oh, so call failed. Maybe we can use the landline? My phone has no service.
Oh, okay. You might not have service either.
You might not. You ready?
Yeah.
936 222 1210. That sounds like the one for it.
Hey, John, this is Newsom again. Hey, so Keisha's here now. I was just talking to her. I'm talking to Jeremiah. She seems to think that it's kind of a mess, right? So the second building, she seems to think that she can walk in there. I know you were talking about you're still drawing out the eviction notice. So, I mean, obviously with the storm and stuff, I won't get to it today, but that second building, she has never. Like, you have a contract, or like, is that contract like over with? Okay. Right, that yeah, the one with the apartment, correct? Okay. Yeah. Now the issue is gonna be, she said she went into the second room. She told me that she had workers in the third building. And the second room, is that also leased to Jeremiah? Okay. Okay. I'll tell her then. That's what she said. In the third building, the one that. Yes, sir. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. I'm just gonna tell her to stay out of that second building. Um, okay. Okay. Do you want to do? I was gonna do. We can do a criminal trespass on her. That's something you want to do for that second building, because I feel like there's going to be conflict later on with that building. She's. Mm, okay, yeah, she's in her car now. I asked her to show me her contract, and yeah, well, I keep on. She was pulling it up on her phone. It's taking her a while, so I wasn't here to speak to Jeremiah. Yeah, that's what I was guessing. Okay. Okay, I appreciate it. She's talking about going to court and stuff, and I told her that was perfectly fine. Yeah, absolutely. Um, Basically, I'm just calling you again, just to make sure you want to go through with the CTW. Mhm. Okay. Okay. Yes, sir. Gotcha. Yeah, I know. I know it's probably was a headache for us all. Um, okay, well, I'll let her know that she's not allowed in the building. If you could uh, give me the contract or something, I work tomorrow. Okay, gotcha. Okay, 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 okay. All right. Well, I appreciate it, John. I'm sorry for calling you. Okay. Right. Okay. Well, I'll just use your statement and then I'll put it in my report. All right. I appreciate it. All right, bye. So do you want to go through with CCW?
Absolutely.
Okay.
We tried to do one before all this happened with Mr. Nathan.
Keith?
I don't remember his last name. Very strong guy. Tattoos on his sign.
Keith.
And he was supposed to follow up, but then he had, I think, days off. We haven't heard from him.
When did you call?
I believe we started that on Friday.
All right. Okay. I'll see if he has started the process. I can give him a call real fast, and then if not, I'll go ahead and issue one to her. But I'll let you know if I need anything. I'll probably need your signature.
Absolutely. I'll hang around until throw them off.
All right. Thanks, man. Oh, sorry.
Let me go ahead and show you that lease,
Okay.
and then I'll show you the other agreement.
All right.
You got your purse, right? Yeah.
Stay right here. I'm gonna grab my phone so you don't have to be in the way.
That's fine.
Actually, let's go to my third building, shall we?
Okay.
By the way, everything in here except for that speaker equipment is mine. So those chairs and things like that they piled up, those are all mine. I will just- Here's the rental agreement between lease agreement between Davy Seas and Keisha Thomas. Okay? Their lease is over. You can see, if you read through, you'll be able to see.
I think I've seen this one. I believe I was talking about yours.
Agreement
or-
with John?
Yes.
Yes. This is called a contract for deed. And my contract for deed from John goes until December, and at which time I'll be buying the building. I have to pay the mortgage, the insurance, the taxes, and all of the maintenance for the buildings. So Miguel is my, he takes care of all those bills, especially since I'm out of town a lot. And so Miguel will come pick up the check, deposit into John's account. Well, a couple months ago, they wrote a check and put a stop payment to John's account for $1,200. I'm going to show you that check. John sent me a text message.
Is there you'll have it like signed and everything?
Yeah, it's signed. It's
Okay.
signed and it's with the courthouse. You can't sign a lease when you already are under contract with somebody else. And then on top of that, you know that they wrote you a check and put a stop payment on it. I'm out of town, getting ready to be on the barge, and I get a text from John saying that your tenants put a stop payment on the check. So now, and I said, well, and when I talked to him on the phone, I said, well, first of all, I apologized about it. You know, it's my responsibility. And then I said, well, when did you know about it? Tuesday or Wednesday? Why did you call me at the end of business Friday to let me know? I'm going to show you the text message. I got him his money on that Monday. Then I come to find out, he's like, well, I've already put a new AC in and I've already got a contract with them. So you were telling me that we're under contract. In the contract, it tells you not to put any betterments or improvements. I'm responsible for that. And then you cut a deal with people that wrote a check and put a stop payment on a check, and you're telling me that this whole idea isn't to trip me up so I can miss a payment so that you can pull the deed. I'm also going to show you the payments that are made for all three buildings. Right now, I'm going to show you the payment. Here we go. This is a payment that Miguel did for $1,900. That's how much it is for all three of our buildings on the second. So you got your money. You can't enter a contract with somebody else, and my stuff is still here, and we're under contract.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? You can't do that, especially since I paid. I'm going to show you where he put that stop payment on that check. Here it is right here. Here it is right here. Here it is right here. Thank you. Okay, that's what we paid for. Look at that. So I got a charge back on the June payment, the payment that, read that. You're telling me that these people put a charge back on your account and you're going, and next thing I know, you're going into business with them? You did that because you didn't think I was going to come up with the money to pay you that $1,200 so you could snatch the building back. I'm not wrong here. If I'm wrong, I'm the first one to say, you know what, you didn't get your payment. I'm in the wrong. I'm in the wrong because I didn't fulfill my contract, which was to pay you this money. I'm not going to let anybody just steal this from me.
Okay.
And no, let me show you. So when, did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
He got the money. The money that they didn't pay, I paid.
Okay.
That's why I gave them an eviction notice.
Right.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, listen, I hear you. You know, I'm here for criminal issues,
know,
right?
okay.
So this
So-
whole thing is one big civil dispute.
It is. And that's one of the reasons why I have enough good sense not to go into that restaurant until the eviction goes on.
Okay.
Okay?
What are we gonna do about that second room?
The
What stuff do you have in there?
Everything in that second room is mine, and they can't even be in the second room.
Well, that's not what John said.
What does that paper say?
Right. So this.
So you got to go with what the paper says, and the paper says I'm under contract.
Okay.
That's what that paper says.
Right.
There's no paper that says I've been evicted, correct?
No.
Exactly. So you can't go with what John says. You got to go with what the law says.
I'm not a lawyer. Okay.
Right, but you have enough good sense to know that if you were in somebody in an apartment and the bank or even a home, right?
Okay.
Let's say a home. Let's say it is a home that somebody is buying. And the bank says, you know what, I'm going to take that home back because I can sell it to somebody else at a better profit. You have enough sense to know, okay, that this person is paying the bank note, that there's no eviction process, that somebody cannot just come in and take your stuff.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
I hear you.
Regardless of what anybody, I can't come to you and say, oh, well, you know what, I think that this is mine. I have to show you the paperwork.
Right.
John would have to evict me from this building to be able to do that.
Okay.
That's common sense and the law.
All right. So.
So they need to, I did not go into the restaurant, okay? That middle building, I went there to assess, and they need to get that litter box with the cat shit out of that middle building. And I didn't even talk to them because I feel like talking to them is not going to, I need the law to do this. This is a civil matter. But that middle building, they have no right to, okay?
Okay.
Because they're not under.
So John
John wrote an
and he-
illegal
he-
contract.
Okay, so that's gonna be the civil issue. What can we do, to compromise with the second room?
They have no business in the second room.
Okay, because they think that for you
They
too.
cannot.
Okay.
They cannot because they don't have, one contract supersedes every contract.
Okay.
Have I been evicted?
No.
No, exactly. So if I haven't been evicted
Hmm.
and I have all three buildings and I only leased that one out, that would mean that since he didn't follow protocol, John, then those buildings are mine.
Okay.
So therefore, they cannot go into that middle building. And I have the paperwork to prove it. You have no eviction on me, correct? And this is hard
As of
because
right
he's
now.
a city manager. And of
Right.
course you don't want to go against John. You think John and I weren't best friends?
Well, I'm standing in the middle. Okay, I'm listening
Okay.
to both sides.
Right, listen, but you gotta look at the facts. The
Oh.
facts are, I have not been evicted. That's fact number one.
Right.
So
what I'm
therefore-
just saying is, as far as when I leave, because there's nothing I can do about the civil issue.
Yeah,
This
tell
will
him
have to
stay
go
out
to
of the middle
court.
building.
Well, he's got stuff in there.
He's
So
got
the
stuff in
contracts
there-
and stuff will have to get looked at.
Right, but, which is fine. He's got stuff in there, but I had my stuff in there before he moved in there. He
Okay.
should have never put his stuff in there.
Okay.
They knew I was under contract. You can't have these two going behind my back trying to take my stuff because it's always going to fail. I have every check, every receipt, everything that Miguel comes and makes sure that building is paid. And you're going to wait till I'm out of town and my father dies to try to take this building from me.
Okay.
You know for a fact, if you had tenants and they didn't pay, you take them to court, right or wrong.
Right.
Okay, you don't try to intimidate them and say, I'm gonna take you to court and I want a better deal because I put an AC unit in and I'm not gonna pay you for the AC unit because our contract says you are not, and I put that in the contract to protect John. Because Texas law says if you're the landlord and I'm the tenant, anything goes wrong, I get to come back on you. I didn't want to do that to John. So I put in the contract, I said, I am responsible for all maintenance and embetterments. You are not to put it, so he tells me after the fact that he put a $20,000 or $40,000 AC unit in. And I said, don't do that. He said, too late, they're coming, I'm already under contract with him.
Okay.
So do you see what I'm saying? Like you made some mistakes and now you're trying to backtrack. So that middle building, I'm sorry. I'm not going to touch their stuff. I'm not stupid. I'm not even vindictive like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to, but they don't have the right to that middle building and I've got the paperwork to prove it.
Let me talk to them, and I'll come talk to you. Okay, is that all right?
This is hard for you, huh?
Well,
It is,
like
I
I said,
get it.
I'm not a lawyer. I'm here for criminal offenses, and obviously like
I have
for
the paperwork.
people. Yeah,
I have the paperwork.
I understand.
And there is no eviction.
right. So right now I'm trying to find,
Tell them not to go into the middle building. Tell them
Okay.
that, she's going on with the eviction process and don't go in the middle building.
I'll talk to them. Okay, give me 1 second. Hey. Alright, here's the deal. She seems to think, like you, that this middle building, she doesn't want you in it, you don't want her in it, right? So, there's an issue with that because the contracts need to be looked at, okay? Plus, we talked to John, he's going through the eviction process for her. That hasn't been done yet, so there's that. So I'm trying to find a compromise, and she says she doesn't want you in it. What can we do to where we can de-escalate the situation until John figures out his stuff with her? What stuff do you have in there?
Almost everything in there is mine. Well, almost everything in this front is mine. All the audio stuff. Everything.
All
in
the
back
audio?
is kind of that belongs with the property, it's like restaurant stuff. I can tell you that I won't go in there until it's resolved. If she won't go in there until it's resolved.
Okay. She said that she would go in there, but she wouldn't mess with y'all's stuff. If you want,
I just no longer trust her.
right, I understand. So look, I'll ask her if we can go in there, you inventory what you need, what you have in there. That way, if it's been messed with, stolen, whatever, you have an inventory list, okay?
Right.
I believe John is trying to hurry up the process for her. So it would
Why
just,
does she want in this building?
I don't know.
Because
She
from what
she she seems to think that because she hasn't been evicted yet, that she hasn't missed a payment, which I don't know if it's true, you know, that she can still be in this building. Okay. And y'all's lease agreement with her previously. She thinks that y'all are her tenants. It's a mess. Okay.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely a mess.
It's a big civil issue. And I was telling her, like, I'm here for criminal offenses, right? So that's all civil. Okay. What I'm trying to do is find a compromise. Okay. So that way it doesn't get to where I need to be there, and understand that,
Because what I'm wanting to know is it's my electricity, so
right.
and as I understand, she wants to utilize the building for commercial service. And it's like, well, hey, wait a minute, I have it under contract, and that's also my electricity. And before there was no electric in this building, she allowed it to get turned off.
Well,
Yeah,
Talk-
it gets a little bit more messy.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. And the way I was able to do that is because we had the lease.
right. Did John tell you everything that he told me basically on the
As
phone?
far as I understand, John explained to me that he defaulted on her for non-payment or late fees and for not maintaining the buildings properly and not maintaining utilities, which were all a contractual agreement between them. He told me that he defaulted on her, and through his attorney, that was basically
Which hasn't been completed yet.
yeah. And so if I didn't know that, I was a little misled on that.
Yeah.
And so that's why we went ahead and signed the lease, because we figured that would be
Right.
the end of it.
Right.
So
So
now there's a dispute, obviously, and we're probably gonna have to go to court about it. And so, yeah, so basically, as I understand, both of us believe we have rights to the property.
yes.
So, but see, I don't know if there will be a compromise because, she's wanting to utilize it and so am I.
Okay. Well, if she gets evicted,
Then
no.
it doesn't matter, yeah.
Right. Okay. Which John said he's working on right now.
I believe that as well.
Okay. So
I don't think that he would do something to put himself in a risky situation.
probably not.
And as I understand, his attorney he's taking care of all the legal process.
Right. Which is still in the process apparently.
Yes, sir.
That's why I'm trying to stay in the middle and not lean to one side.
Yeah, I
Okay.
understand.
So,
Like
what?
I said, my number one concern is how is she wanting to utilize it? If so, then
She probably won't use it. She.
I mean, if she says she has she wants access to it, correct?
So she says yes.
Okay, see that's where it's like, well, then you're kind of asking me to move out my stuff. But then it's like, well, then I'm going to ask you to
Well,
move out
you
your stuff.
can keep it there.
Yeah.
Okay. She
Well,
already.
I understand the inventory. It's just going to take me a long time to do all this.
You can keep it there. If you want, you can walk through, take pictures.
What I'm saying is, say we keep it there.
Mhm.
Then what?
Well, if she gets evicted,
I mean, say the process takes a month long before it's done. So during that month, is she able to just come and go and utilize it? And,
that would be something you'd need to talk to an attorney about.
yeah, see,
Right.
I don't know. I'm
I'm
not
sure-
knowledgeable enough
Right.
with this solution. That would be.
What I'm trying to do is
My next step would be move my gear out of there.
okay.
It's just that I won't be able to do that until it stops raining.
Okay.
I'll figure that out. But yeah, I'll probably just move my stuff out until it gets resolved.
What we can do is you can call for what we call a civil standby, which is the removal of your property, and we'll be there. Okay, for that. I'm sure John is getting on it, so it won't be super long before she gets an eviction notice, and then she'll be out. She says that she will not step foot in here. I guess she knows better than that.
Oh yeah.
far as the room, I can't tell either one of y'all to not go in there. I'm trying to find a compromise is what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
If it gets to where it's a confrontation, call, obviously. And if you want to remove your stuff, I'm just trying to think of a compromise. If you want to move your stuff, we can be there for you to make sure, you know, you're not doing anything to where she wants to, like, you know, take you to court or press charge, whatever.
I think I'll probably move it out right now, actually.
Okay. What kind of stuff you got in there? Just the audio equipment?
Yeah, I mean, it's quite a lot. Everything that's mine in here, all that, some stuff on there. Which, what I'll probably do here in a minute is I'll just pile it up in the front here. And it'll be real unsightly.
Is it like the piano too?
The piano is not ours, no.
A little bit.
As far as I know, these chairs and tables belong to the property. But I'm gonna move my stuff right now to right here because I mean I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it'll probably take me a little while, and then I'll figure it out from there, I guess, until we get it sorted out.
Okay, let me go. I'll go talk to her. And look, this is what's happening. Okay. And you can go ahead and get started on that, I guess.
Right here.
Oh, hey.
So they can, you know, I'm not gonna be ridiculous. They can, because I could say just move your stereo equipment out today, now, you know what I'm saying? But that's not right because it's raining. I'm not gonna be that ridiculous. But I'm not gonna sit up here and just let them push me out of my building.
So, well, I said, you know, to reach a compromise, he's in there moving his audio equipment and stuff to one side of the room, okay?
Of what room?
Of the room
Okay,
until y'all go to court and figure that all out.
okay, and also have them move these chairs from the door too.
Okay. I'll tell him, okay?
Yeah, because I'm
So,
not gonna do, I don't do people the way people do me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I told him-
didn't just say, get your stuff and get out. I didn't do that.
right. I told him,
I wanna be treated.
right, I told him that you wouldn't go into the restaurant, like you said, and the room that is, you know, up to the courts.
Mhm.
And as long as y'all can keep the peace, and if that's okay, let him move the stuff to the side of the room for now until that's figured out. I mean, I think that would be the best compromise for now, okay? And he said he would move his stuff out of the room, but he's just moving it there for now. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not unreasonable.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't, however I treat somebody is how it's gonna come back to me.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I didn't call the law. I didn't make a big fuss in town. I didn't throw his name out there. What I did was I gave him a letter of eviction for non-payment of rent, and I sent it through the mail. I came in. I haven't said a word to them since they've been walking back. I haven't said a word to them.
Okay.
Okay? The only thing I did was go into the middle room, which is still my room, to assess what's going on there. Also, did you tell him to get the cat box with the shit in and out of there?
I'll tell him to move it, and if he could, take it out of the room.
Yeah, look how nicely you said that.
I'm just trying to, you know, I'm just
You
trying
gotta
to.
be diplomatic. I
Right.
understand.
I'm trying to stay in the middle.
Yeah.
And look, I'm just trying to prevent something from escalating.
No, I de-escalated the situation when I didn't go into the restaurant, even
Right.
though I have the right to. You don't want to escalate. I'm not here to punch you in the chest.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm here to just do what the law says and what is right.
Right.
Okay?
Okay.
I didn't escalate. Like I said again, I haven't talked to them.
Okay.
The only talking that anybody ever needs to do is follow the rules of contract, pay the people that you're supposed to pay.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Have you spoken to an attorney yet?
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Like, this is serious. These are, you know how much money I spend in these buildings? You know how much money I've given to this community?
I'd imagine a lot.
And John's getting a lot of pressure from people in this community because I'm pro-Palestine to get me out. but we were friends. John, Chris, and I, so you can say nothing wrong about John Ingerson to me. People call him racist. How dare you call the man racist? Yada, yada, yada. I defend him to the teeth. This hurts.
Right. I understand. Yeah, I just, as long as we can find a compromise, then, you know, I think it'll be okay. I know you're reasonable. He seems to be reasonable. It's just something y'all are gonna have to go to courts with and look at. You know, I know the law, but I don't know like the
But
fine
you know
print
enough
like
to
that.
know if you're on a deed to contract filed with the courthouse,
Right.
and your contract to buy I have 2 years to buy this place,
Okay.
okay? And you have enough, even if you can't say anything, you've got to understand, if those people wrote you a bad check, why would you go into business with them?
Right. Well,
So that you can say I defaulted on the loan, not knowing that I was going to pay the money, because that's what I said when I signed the contract. That no matter what, if they didn't pay, because, you know, whatever, I'm responsible. I'm buying the buildings. And all of a sudden, these people that wrote stop payment on a check that went into your account, you're in business with them? Come on, John.
yeah, it's
I mean, I never in a million years expected it from him.
yeah.
Now, Gene Codwell,
Well,
and I know you can't laugh about that one either. I'm going to stop digging at that man.
I really don't know many people in the town. You know, like everyone else does. 'Cause I'm not from here.
Where are you from?
Nacogdoches.
Where?
Nacogdoches.
Oh, Nacogdoches, there's the road. Okay.
So yeah.
I always say, just, you know, my whole thing never changes. Be kind, do what's right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Treat people with the love and respect, even if they don't give it to you. They didn't give me that respect when they had, you know what I'm saying? But I gave it to them.
So, well, as long as y'all can keep the peace. You know,
I had
so.
no problem.
I know.
They're mad because they're getting evicted. So
I'm talking about both of y'all. You know,
tell them and just have them
I'll have them clear stuff out there.
move the chairs from the door right there.
Okay.
All the chairs need to be removed. And that litter box. Like, why is there a cat? Like, you know what I'm saying? Talk about terrible renters. Why is there a cat box and cat litter?
I'll have him remove it. If you want, like I told him, he could create an inventory of what y'all have in there, so that way
You know what?
it's
If
not
he's
disturbed.
moving it, just have him move it.
He said he moved to one side of the room. Is that okay for now? I mean, I can't really say that he can't go in there anyway.
Yeah, he moved to one side of the room.
All right. All right. Well, if you have any more questions or concerns, you can call. But I would definitely try to talk to an attorney
Yeah.
and let him see the contracts.
It would be one thing if I didn't pay. If I didn't pay that bill, then of course, you know what I'm saying? Take it. But you don't take something from somebody and say, okay, you know what? I put an AC in here, you know, when it says not to do that. And then now all of a sudden I want more money. No. My goal line of getting my loan amount and everything together to buy this building was 2 years. You put another $40,000 on top of that, you've messed up what I've been working for the past 2 years. And then to take it and have somebody put a stop payment, now I'm really in default. But I paid it. He told me on a Friday that check was sent in on a Monday. They were not expecting that.
Right.
You don't do right. You will never in this lifetime get anything in this world by doing people wrong.
Right. Yes, ma'am.
So
Okay. Well, like I said, not really much I can do as far as like criminal charges
no,
or anything like
there's no
that.
criminal
So.
charges.
Right.
This is a civil matter.
Right.
I didn't hit him. He didn't hit me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't call the police and lie and say he didn't know. There's none of that. There is none of that. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So if you could just have him move those chairs from that door, and then he can move his stuff to the side. Nobody step foot in here because, like I said, I'm not doing that until the court.
Okay.
And then just have him water the plant. Could he water the plant?
Yeah.
No, that's a tall order. Now I'm just being messy. Okay, don't do that one.
All right, Keisha. Well, you know, start. You know, keep the peace. Okay?
I'm always gonna keep the
I know.
peace. I'm a peacekeeper.
Right.
I'm always that's before anything else. That's what I
Right.
always do. But just because you're a nice person, you know, you can't take advantage of you.
Right. Well, hope you get it figured out soon.
go. I just want to make sure before you guys leave, the chairs are moved, that litter box is moved, and his stuff is moved.
Okay.
I'll wait.
I will move it. If you want to go, you have my word. I'll move it. I'll help you. Okay.
We have these three, but we're currently not utilizing them. I know that's really stupid, but the business keeps us so busy that we tend to forget some stuff like that. Yeah.
Do you need help moving your stuff?
No, I'm not gonna ask you guys to do that.
I don't mind.
Take me too long. I'll move it all in here, and I won't do that.
It's a single mess.
What you think?
They both believe that they could do it. John is supposed to evict her, and he hasn't done it yet. So there's that.
He probably got to give her the notice of like 20-something days, and then.
Well,
after
his
that-
lawyer's still like working on it, so it hasn't even been written yet.
Who is that? Pemberton?
Yes.
Can you turn on the lights? Sorry about that.
I do.
Do you actually?
Yeah.
I mean, you could probably leave those where they are. Those look pretty heavy.
Yeah, but somebody could just go,
Yeah.
or, yeah. I fear that at this point, she was just smiling and really wants it to be that everything I own is mine.
We gotta move these chairs, okay?
I'm gonna be utilizing social media, so
Yeah.
there's gonna be some fireworks.
Well, let's just hope that whatever John's doing, he does it fast.
You know, I also have my in-laws in town. And then I went to the dog house. And I was kind of expecting the hurricane like really chilled out.
Yeah.
I was planning on catching up on the rest.
Right?
That's not what happened. How do you gentlemen enjoy being police officers, or do you?
Love it.
Yeah. It's fun, but it's fun.
Is this your stuff as well? All this?
All of that just said?
Okay.
Now,
What do you want this?
the eviction is going to be based upon a date, is that correct? So if it goes through now, her coming in earlier is no longer,
Well, if he does it, I believe there's a time period for her to like vacate premises. She has a lot of junk in there, so she'll need it.
Is that what I mean? Is like, what about coming over here?
If she's evicted from the premises,
I mean, the prior time. Was she already here? Is that considered legally acceptable?
well, like I said, it's between their contracts, and that's between her and Mr. Angerstein.
So the question would be, depending on how the dates work out, this will be whether or not I can press charges.
Well, as of right now, there aren't going to be any charges pressed. Unless she comes into here, or she breaks into your restaurant or something like that, then
But what I'm
that's
asking
different.
is, what if the eviction process goes through, but since he filed it at an earlier date? You see what I'm saying? 'Cause-
So she'll be given, once there's a hearing on it,
Oh,
she'll
okay.
be given an amount of time to get everything out. And
So
then
I
she
need to
doesn't,
get John Ingerstein's ass, because he misled me. He
I
made
don't
me
know,
think
but-
that the eviction process was over.
if they've had a hearing on it,
Okay.
which I think you might have, I don't know if he would have told you about it. There has to be a hearing first.
Is this your box right here?
Yes.
Okay.
Most of all the tables and boxes and everything.
Gotcha.
The only table I have is a white.
Okay.
Sorry for asking about such specific questions, but
Oh, it's okay.
they will come into play.
That might be something you and Mr. Angerstein just need to figure out.
Yeah, and sorry about the temperature. I just got the AC, the electricity turned on, which is required to fix the AC.
Is this your stool? Oh.
This is almost it.
Okay.
I only need about another 3 or 4 minutes.
All right.
There's a tree down coming about in a lane on the main road or Hurricane Road.
Yep.
So right now, I'm doing the thing you described earlier, correct?
Which is?
Where you're standing by while property is down.
Well, it's basically just a compromise until they can figure it out. That way, we don't have anyone saying, you mess with her stuff, she messed your stuff, and hopefully, it could still happen, but
Yeah,
At
that's
least-
why I wanted to get it out of here.
right, at least this way, I saw you move your stuff and everything like that.
That way, if you get accused of stealing, you can tell them everything I moved.
Right. It's all on body camera, so.
Perfect. So it's this, that little pile, and then I gotta get that together. Just that pile of ants.
Okay.
I'll shoot them very shortly.
Okay. You need help with that?
I might ask you to move this one for me. Everything's unplugged. Would you mind? This is kind of heavy. Thank you, sir.
Any specific spot you want it? Any specific spot you want it?
No, we're just gonna throw everything right in that front window.
Okay.
I'll sort it out.
Okay. I want to
Yeah, on that, we just want to make sure
yeah.
that it sits like this.
Gotcha.
Well, I can promise you that this will be a venue. I'm very excited about it. We have, well, actually, I do have to talk to you guys about an event that I have coming up because I'm going to need to hire some security from the city police. It's going to be a rap show,
Okay.
and everyone around here is already losing their minds. So,
Yeah, you just talk to Chief Smith,
mhm.
and then you can set it up with him.
Cool. It's going to be on November the 2nd, so we should have plenty of time.
Gotcha. Yeah, for sure.
My number one goal is that nobody gets hurt or something. I'm gonna get hurt or
Right.
I should be done very shortly now.
Okay.
Kind of hurry so you guys can get back to what you're doing.
Okay. It's all good. About is this litter box yours?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
I think that's the last of the stuff that I got. So you have the light table, and then this little thing right here.